Hello everybody, welcome back to, I'm not sure if that puts hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Today we're doing another Overwatch tier list, because last time y'all loved it, and it's been 8 months, so, and there's been a lot of changes, it's quite a few. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. I haven't been streaming it yet, because everyone's like, it's top priority for streams. I haven't streamed in a while, I'm streaming again. I'm not gonna do another Dragon Ball Z Kakarot today, but this is, hopefully this makes up for it. Starting off with Zenyatta. Yeah, him. He has a very strong skill set. Like, he can, like, his Discord is powerful. Like, if your team is actually capitalizing on your Discord, you will kill the opponent that you have Discords on. A little, it's not a tank. But his healing orb, it's low heals, but it's still useful to put on, like, your Genji or something. Whoever diving in. But the problem with Zenyatta is that he'll get smashed by anybody that flanks. Like Tracers, Genjis, Doomfists, or anything at range, either like Widows and Hanzos, soldiers, anything, like, he gets smashed by so much stuff. But at the same time, as long as your team's helping you shouldn't be having that problem that much. So, because that's how strong his skill set is. We're going in high B tier, close to A tier, but he just gets killed too much. Zarya, in my opinion, the best tank, besides, yeah, and not best tank. The bubbles can save people's lives. You get more powerful, and if you have 100 charge with your bubbles, like, you will smash everybody in your way. Like, you will kill them all if your team's helping you. And the thing that's so good about Zarya is that you get your ultimate so fucking fast that your Graviton Surge will smash everything inside. Like, literally just everything. Why do I have a game downloading on Epic? I didn't ask Epic. Just gonna close that. But yeah, that grav, like, if your team's capitalizing on your grav, if you get a big grav, or if you just solo grav, people are gonna die. Unless they have Transcendence, then Yatta's ult. So, just because of that, Zarya's going S tier, yeah. S tier, I understand. If you know how to play Zarya, you'll win. You'll win. Ball. Wrecking Ball. Or Hammond, whatever you want to call him. I call him Hammond. He is the mockery of the tanks, I feel. Like, he is powerful, but only if your team knows how to play and you know how to play. At low ranks, like bronze, silver, gold, sometimes plat, your ball will just dive in, get himself killed, feed ultimate charge, repeat. Every single fight, and you'll just lose the game. But if the ball actually knows what it's doing and helping your teammates, and, like, being annoying, knocking back the healers, and actually doing what his job is, and using his proximity mines rate and his shields rate, he'll be good. He'll be able to smash you guys. But yeah, but there's so many ranks where they just don't do anything. Like, I'm putting him in low B tier. Like, oh, yeah, Zenyatta. Sucks. Oh, no. Yeah, you're behind. Monkey, what's yeah, there's one to say that. He's like Ball, but it takes less skill. Like, if you jump in it, like, the things Winston that low people don't do, they jump into the fights instead of jumping out. Because usually you won't be able to stay in there for 8 seconds and the entire team attacking you. So you have to go in, annoy their team, split them apart, do some damage, jump out. And then push with your team when they're all separated, and boom, you'll win. But it's way easier to do that than just actually play ball. And then with his ultimate, the Primal Rage, people don't know how good it is. If you know how to use it and do the knockback combos and keep them stuck in a combo, you'll kill like 2 people every ultimate. Like both the healers, DPS healer, whatever. Besides sticks. Which one of them? Then he has a shield. What's not that useful unless you're doing something that I've done before. It's a Rissa Monkey Bastion. The Rissa variant you get most of the damage, but just in case a flanker, put the monkey wall on top of the Bastion. Stops a lot of flanking damage, aerial damage, stuff like that. It's pretty useful. But like Monkey, like he's powerful. I'm putting him in A tier. Mid A tier, definitely. Widow. The DPS that nobody lets you play. Or you'll literally spring you from. Widow is like, you have to know how to aim. There's so many people that play Widow and they just don't do their job. Like, they'll just sit up there and throw shots at barriers. But then at the same time, there's smurfing windows and then the windows on irons that actually know how to hit shit and actually hit their healers, DPS, stuff like that. Like, they'll actually do their fucking job. It's like impossible to do that at bronze for normal people. Unless the enemy teams have really dominance. Whoa. Did not just sneeze. Yeah, but when I was sneeze walking on a player, at the same time, there's so much stuff that counters them. Like, kind of like Zenyatta, like, if they get flanked you as you're not on that much high ground, or like Reaper or something teleports next to you, you're probably dead. You are probably dead. Like, you can't really get away. You only have a zipline and a Venomine that does like 0 damage. Usually when I'm playing Widow, I just throw a Venomine at every team on the legs and someone stacks them. But then I'm gonna play Widow right in front of Ball, but right behind Zenyatta. Everybody, a lot of people do BT. I don't really think that anybody's really that useless. But now there's Tracer. Basically the OG of the game, the first character to come out. Tracer's really annoying. Tracer's blink, the dash. Like, you don't just dash behind your opponents. Kill Zenyatta if they're in Mercy or they're Ori, just kill them. Like, you do so much fucking damage. If you can actually hit your headshots with the gun. And you're close range. But at the same time, Tracer, like, it's Braids, McCree's, Junkrat's, Maze, and sometimes even like Doofus, like you'll get smashed. Or like flying people like Echoes and Flowers, like you'll just get smashed against them. A good Auto smash you, a good Ash, Widow, Soldier, like everything can kill you so easily, but at the same time at low ranks, if you want to play Tracer, you'll get out. And at high ranks, if you want to play Tracer, you'll probably get out unless they have a McCree, Ash, something that can just flick headshot you without you ever understanding. But then the pulse bomb, the fastest charging ultimate in the game, I believe. You get like every 5 seconds, like it is 300 damage, and just say that, you just take on something, do 300 damage. And it's really good with the grab. Sorry, with the grab, you just pop it with the grab and boom. And like all the heals back. And DPS. Because of that, let's put Tracer high B tier, low A tier. Because Tracers can just do so much damage every time you play. Torb. Now it's time to talk about that man, the myth, the legend, Torbjorn. He's interesting. He has his turret. Sit that down, be annoying the opponent. Stop flyers, stop a lot of things. Stop Sombras, stop flankers. Just pop the turret down, it'll do damage for you. His full power kind of mode where he gets angry and shoots lava out of his body, and he gets like super speed with his and his gun shoots fast in that mode. Don't know what it's called. It's useful, especially when you're getting pressured by a tank. Pop that and you will kill that tank unless it's like a hog. The hog just hooks you and kills you too. And something else with Torb is that his ultimate. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. You throw basically a bunch of this fiery lava around, or magma around, whatever you want to call it. Somebody steps in, it does hell of a lot of damage. But the problem with this is that nobody really knows how to use it. If you just spam M1, like hold it down, right? It won't be doing as much value, because if you stack it on top of the same thing, it won't be doing as more damage. It won't. So you want to spread it out around the entire like point, because you can do that if you know how to use it. Like Hollywood's first point, you can spread that around the entire point. Like nobody can touch points for a bit on the enemy team. So yeah, that's useful on defense and attack. So with that, but like he so easily gets his turrets destroyed. Like anybody can destroy his turrets. Like he can't really defend for himself besides that molten ability, but a lot of people can just stun him. Stuns, lots of damage. Like, or honestly, his hammer. I don't know about that. His hammer does a bit more damage than a normal punch. It also heals your turret if you whack it. The problem with Torps is that a lot of Torps focus too much time on whacking their turret with the hammer and heals them. That's the thing. You do more damage than that turret will do. That turret's just there to help you. You will do more damage than that turret. And you're gonna hit your shots. You will do more damage than the turret. Don't focus on hitting the turret. if you don't know what to do, like if you don't know if there's like a board or something, you can hit him. Help your turn and make that guy help. Honestly, just for that, like, a lot of people don't know how to play Torbane. He's not really that useful on attack. Like he's really slow. He'll be easily countered by fire strikes. He'll just turn it down really quickly. I'll put in high C tier. We're gonna put it on this. Symmetra. Basically, I don't got much to say. Very similar to Torpedo. Got 3 turns that do less damage to opponents, but they're slow people down if they are on the Symmetra. And Symmetra's good. If you hold down that M1 on a Reinhardt shield, that Reinhardt shield is done. Diva will not survive if you can hold it down. That damage is so immense when you have that thing fully charged. Like, you'll know from everything on the enemy team. And then you've got your teleporter, just speed up to get to point or get to a really good high ground spot for your team, stuff like that. The turns again, though, they're giant one punch, like they're literally one punchable. So, and Symmetra's insanely good. Low ranks, but at high range your turns will just get smashed, so make sure you can't really focus your beam by focusing you, like your teleporters get destroyed too quickly, like you don't really do much. So now I'm gonna put Symmetra right behind the ball. Zarya. Oh god, the character that's getting a bunch of changes. Should I talk about the changes or I don't know. Symmetra, Zarya, you don't have a change located, you throw this little thing around that you teleport to the thing, and then you run in the hack. You can throw, if you use this hack on a person, all their abilities are gone, and their passives are not characters. That's what you just run and stuff. Not as run. Yeah, I didn't call that as passive. Like Genji's climb up walls and ours is climb up walls, yeah. Something like that. And Zarya's hack also has health packs and stuff where the head comes back, so most people hack a health pack so you translocator on and teleport back and low. And then they also got that EMP, their ultimate. Their ultimate, you'll go in front of the enemies, you'll pop that, you'll usually translocate a bit attack out. This hacks everybody within the ring. And it's pretty useful, it's pretty powerful to push in on. Get rid of the entire enemy team's abilities, and then you'll just walk through with your team's abilities and ultimates. They won't be able to stop like Genji's ultimate with like sleep darts and stuff. They won't be able to stop Soldier's ultimate with barriers, Junkrat's ultimate with moves and stuff. Like, really helps out. I'm gonna put Zarya right above Ball, because it can also hack Ball. Yeah, you kind of gives them an advantage. Stop Ball from rolling. Then Soldier, the most balanced character in my opinion in the game. He has a Helix rocket. Does 125 damage every direct hit. Has splash damage. Not that much splash damage though, sadly. Sorry if you're a fan in the background, it's just there. And they also have a run. A little dash and a heal, like the healing you place on this little field. And if anybody in the field gets healed bit by bit, it's really helpful for flanks with Soldier. Like flanking with your ultimate heal while using your ultimate. Then he has a run. He just runs faster, and when he can't shoot, he's kind of immobilized while running. So yeah, pretty standard kit. Then he got his ultimate, the tactical visor. You'll be doing aimbot basically. Aimbot, but you're not headshotting, you're just melees, body shots, and you're automatically reload basically. Yeah, that's Soldier. We're gonna put him right below Zenyatta. Now in front of Zenyatta. He's high B tier. Almost A tier, but not quite, because he's kind of easy to counter. If you know where he's going, you can just call out to one of your off tanks and he just dies quickly. He has 200 HP only. So you'll just hog hook. He's also pretty easy to spot out if you're while he's running. Just kill him with characters. And he doesn't really counter anybody before far and like he can't really like straight counter them. It's technically Tracer because 125 damage on a healing truck, so you can hit it. Yeah, but Sigma, one of the most dumb tanks in the game. Well, dumb by how people call him. Sigma is an off tank. I don't care what you say. Sigma is an off tank. this man right here, he is off. You will not be able to, his barrier will get destroyed automatically if they have Junkrat. Like automatic. Okay, I'm trying to speed this up a bit because we still got quite a few characters to go and we're already 15 minutes in. Sigma. He has a rock. Whenever he throws it, he stuns the person that hits it and does a bit of damage. They also fall on the ground. He has a shield, what you can throw out and stop at any time, but you can't like stop it. Move it up to stop. You have to grab it back after you stop it. Shoot it again and recharge it like any other barrier besides Orissa's and monkeys. Tries like Rhino's barriers. So basically, the only one versus barrier. Just recharge it when you're not using it. And then he has his normal thing, his little rocks he throws for his shooter. He just throws his gun. Those 2 rocks they can bounce off walls that have good splash damage. Pretty useful. And then his ultimate, the gravity flux or whatever. He lifts everybody up. That he's in the range of it, and he slams them on the ground, and it does half their HP. And if they're 40% or lower, you one-shot them. So he's, in my opinion, one of the best things. All things. I'd put him right below Winston. Then we got Hog. The Hog. Okay. He's interesting. Here, I'm gonna do something. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, okay. Hog will kind of melt everything in his path with his hook. He can hook anyone. He has a one-shot combo with melee. Hook, shoot, melee. It's a one-shot to everybody's 200 or less HP. And it also counters Bastion. If the barriers ever down on Bastion, you can hook him up nice and easy. One second. Yeah? Yeah? Two days in a row, my brother wants 2 ships in a row, but I don't want it. Says, what are you doing? I'm talking to you, buddy. I'm trying to stream, bro. I'm trying to stream. The Hall, the road of the Hall. His hook, I just talked about it. He has a heal, like heals up 300 health for him in all of them. What's really useful is you can take 900 HP per short attack. You can also take a Diva bomb, which is 1,000 damage. Doesn't make sense to me either. And his ultimate, full Hawk. He shoots in an oval path, sideways over, in 3 and 6 different little areas. A circle, shooting bullets that do a lot of damage. If you're right next to someone, you can smash them instantaneously kill them. Then you have his gun. He has 2 modes of it. One mode is a long-range mode, what is useful at a bit of longer range, and then it's his normal one where it's close range and it does lots of damage. Both do lots of damage at their specified ranges. Pretty Hog above Monkey. Reinhardt, the tank that he gets most to love, but even though he shouldn't. Art personally. He has this barrier, what is just 9,000, is it 9,000 or 5,000 HP barrier? I don't remember. We could look it up, but I don't got the time for that. We don't got the time for that. His barrier he holds it up and you can walk with it, but you can't do anything else. He has a fire strike, does 100 damage, but it's a projectile, it's like second to land, and it's pretty big. Then he has a charge. He does 250 damage if you hit somebody directly with it. And then he also knocks back somebody if they're just next to you. You already have pinned in hand, and you can't pin 2 people at the same time. He also stuns everybody else, like Doomfist if he charges at him, Briggs charges at them. They both lay on the ground, same with another Ryan. They both just lay on the ground for a second. And then there's also his ultimate, what is Earth Shatter. He shoves his hammer in the ground and everybody in front of him, basically, gets stunned and just lays on the ground. But it doesn't go through barriers. That's the problem with it. And then he has his melee with just a hammer, does 85 damage to swing. Now they changed it. And that's pretty powerful. I think he's a bit weaker than Sigma just because he's his barrier can get most pretty fast if the team's focusing on it, and he can't really protect 360 range like Monkey and stuff, and Rorissa kind of. And he's really just straightforward, really easy to counter with like Junkrats or Reapers or McCrees or really anybody that has a range advantage on him, because you'll really counter it. And the Diva, in my opinion, is the worst. The second worst thing, right? But he's the better of them all. Diva is has a charge ability, charges straight at your opponents and knocks back everybody in sight. That's all really. It helps you can also fly with it.
The sky.
Yeah, they have rockets. Shoots rockets out of her mech, and does pretty good damage. It also has ranging. So you have defense matrix, absorbs any non-energy attack. Like by non-energy, I mean like Warrior's melee, like normal weapon attack. You can't absorb Doofus's punches. You can't absorb Monkey's thing, Maze freeze. You can't absorb like you can't absorb like Junkrat's ultimate and stuff. Or like an ongoing dragon, Hondo's dragon, but you can't eat the beginning of it and stop it all. Stuff like that you can, but you can't. But everything else basically you can. You can't eat a nano actually. If somebody's nanoing, because it's a bit of a projectile that tracks your person, you can actually eat the nano. And then but then this Diva, that's its the abilities, and then the gun is basically just short range blasters, kind of like Reaper's blasts, Roadhogs, but without the range side. And then they have ultimate, the Diva bomb, the self-destruct, or whatever you want to call it. You throw your mech at your opponents, and everybody that doesn't have a shield next, wait to not see it or have a shield barrier next to him, will die. It does 1,000 damage besides Roadhog, because for some reason his juice helps him get past. But then the weirdest thing about if you get her out of her mech, like do 600, kill her mech, right? Do 600 damage. She flips out of her mech and has a little pistol. And if she gets 100% ult charge with charges way faster than normally, 100% ult charge baby Diva, you can go back into your mech. And yeah, that's Diva. I'll put Diva right above Zenyatta, but below Soldier, because it's very easy to counter. Defense Matrix has a 2-second cooldown, or 1.5, I don't know. Really easy to damage Diva, big target. Really available to kill with hit scans. You'll just get melted by hit scans, Reapers. You can't really defend yourself against Reaper. Genjis, that's a Genji knows how to play. Doomfist, like you'll get really easily countered. And then you got Reaper, the main that is known as destroying tanks with his bare fists, basically. He has 2 little shotguns. I haven't talked about this gun first. 2 little shotguns in his hand. He shoots out of them. His reload is the best reload in the game.
Throws his guns away. Grabs 2 guns. And his ass, I don't know how. And then he also can kind of like, he has his 2 abilities. He has a teleportation. It's pretty powerful. You can teleport anywhere you want. That's in range of it.
And then you also got his Wraith, which is escape. You walk in, do whatever you feel like, then Wraith out. His Wraith, you are immortal, but you're still able to see. You're basically like a ghost, just getting out of there. And his ultimate, the Death Blossom. It's a very powerful ultimate. He spins into a
literally bullets. But the interesting thing about Reaper, now if you're a Reaper, and this is a Reaper that ulti isn't shooting at anyone besides you, you can walk, like, race up to his head, shoot him twice in the head, and he'll die before you. That's all thing you remember about Reapers. Then there's also the fact that these shotguns are very short range. You can do no damage at range at all. But he destroys tanks, but at high ranks he can get easily countered by any stun, anything like that. So it's really easy to stop it. And yeah, that's basically it. He's just really easy to be stopped. I'm putting him A tier. Oh. Yeah, whatever. I'm putting him 4. There's the original flying character. You have Jetpack. You can fly up this guy's passive, and you have fuel with it though. You have her gun is a rocket launcher. Does like a bit over 100 damage and 125 per shot on your opponent. insanely powerful. Two abilities. One's a jet boost, where he doesn't take any fuel, but you go shash into the sky, upwards, straight upwards. Then his side ability, what is a little projectile that if you hit somebody with it, they will get knocked back. It's a direction that's near with physics or whatever. I don't really understand it. But yeah, that's fun. It's really annoying to fight again, but it's kind of not to go. But for a rank below soldier. But Curry, in my opinion,
one is the best DPS. He has 225 health. I just already used flash, just his normal thing. He can roll around with one of his abilities. Roll. It automatically loads his gun for him. Well, it's not that big, but it's kind of big. Helps you with 1v1s against high HP characters. Then yeah, you can also get a bit of distance with it. And then you have your second ability, is a flashbang. Throw a flashbang if whoever hits it stuns for a bit. If you do that, double shot in the head with his number one with M1, the normal click, the left click. It hit them twice in the head. Most characters will die, including Brig with 250 HP. And then his second gun ability is he has the normal left click, then it's his right click with his sand the hammer. He shoots all 6 of his bullets at insane speed. This does 200 HP with the flashbang, so you'll be able to kill any low HP targets, but not Brig. I believe, at least. Unless you get like headshots with it, which is really hard. Then you got yeah. Then that's him. Oh yeah. Then it's ultimate, the high noon. It takes second. If you'll use it, and if you can look at the same person for a decent amount of time, like 3 seconds. If you click after that, everybody that has a death symbol on them will die from your ultimate. But if not, you have to behind a barrier or cover. McCray, he's S tier. He's insanely good in my opinion. You want to he's just overpowered. Orisa, not much to say about Orisa. They're a tank.
Has a barrel. You throw it down. I think
it's 900 or 1800 HP. It's a straight barrier. It's like half of Monkey's instant barrier, but 2 times the HP of his. Basically, he throws this down, and it blocks damage. That's really it. And then he has 2 other. Then she or he, I'm not sure. The robot has 2 other abilities. One is gold form, where they turn on it and they cannot be hit by any stuns of any sorts, or get knocked back by any sorts. And then they also have another ability. Another 3-character tank. Like, why do all the tanks have 3 abilities besides Zarya? Yeah. And right now. And Monkey. Actually, only 2 tanks. Their abilities now that I think about it.
Wait. I'm confused. I confused myself. But then yeah. With these the next one, it's a grab kind of. If you throw it off, you throw it away a bit. You shoot this little green orb, and anybody that's in a range of it will get sucked up to the middle, kind of like a little black hole. And then the ultimate is a supercharger. You push it down everybody in the range of it, it's pretty far range. We'll get a damage boost on your team. And then the normal gun's just a long range projectile. But it's kind of like a long range projectile. Down for Orisa, right in front of Reinhardt. And then we got Moria. Yeah, the number 1 heal in the game technically. Moria has 2 modes to its melee. Gun. The first one is heal with left click. Left click, you will heal everybody within your range of your gun. Like a little grasp, heal everybody with. It's the fastest heals in the game, but you have a limit of it you can give at a time. And then you have the damage on Moria, where it's the right click. It just purely shoots a purple beam at your opponents, and it does bits of damage. Then you have Moria's 2 abilities. One's like Reaper's Wraith, but you turn invisible for 1 second, you can dash away really fast. Pretty good when you're getting pressured by a Tracer, Genji, stuff like that. And by the way, the grab thing goes past Genji's deflect, in case you didn't know that. Then you have the orb, the other thing. The orb is something that you throw, and there's 2 versions of it: the heal and the damage. You throw it, everybody in the range of it gets healed for your team. Everybody in the range of it on damage will get damaged. Pretty simple. It also pretty fast. It gets faster and faster every time every bit you use it. Then you got Moria's
ultimate, the cool lessons. The cool lessons will just do damage and heals to everybody in front of you. Well, if it's opponent's damage and if heals, if it's your teammate, it heals. And it shoots a beam. If whoever's in the roots of that beam get either buffed or debuffed, depending on what team they are. Yeah, with that, Moria deserves high A tier, right above Hog, because the Hogs I can like never hook Morias, like shoot Moria as DPS and stuff, because it's so slippery, bro. Then you got Mercy, the most known healer, basically. Mercy will is a bit built diff, if I would do say so myself. Mercy, she can fly around. But first off, what is Sanity? Not fly around freely though. She can like teleport to her teammates, like fly towards her teammates after in range, and that's the first ability. And then the second ability is a revive. If somebody's next to you and they're dead, and because it has a little icon above it, you can revive them, but it has like a 60 or 30-second cooldown showing uses. Then you have Mercy's little weapon. She has three versions of weapons. She has her little pistol that basically may be Diva's pistols. Diva and shit, I remember pistols. Then you got her actual healing gun. She can heal people with just left click. She'll hold down it on someone and heal them. And then with right click, they'll damage boost one person at a time. But that's weapon. But then her ultimate, she'll heal and damage boost everybody in that range, as depending on which one she's using. It can only happen on one at a time on her team. And she also gets to fly around freely without having to teleport anyone. I flash someone. With that, Mercy is right below Moria in my opinion. They make a really good duo though. Then Lucy, he has two versions of his heals. Start with that one. He has healing mode, and then he has speed boost mode. Speed boost. And he goes pushes everyone around an area, even healing them, or speed boop, sting everybody. And then with his second ability is a boop. Like he will boop them around. Like he knocks back. Maybe we'll call it boop. Yeah, you knock back the teammates or not teammates, opponents. Really useful. And then you have his third ability. Yes, I know another third ability person. There's not a lot of them. Now that I think about it. By the way, Torbjorn can destroy Star anytime. I've got to mention that. Off deck. Lucio, I don't know, his third ability is an amp it up. Let's amp it up. He like amps up the beat and heals his slash speed boosts everybody a bit more. And then his gun is a little sound wave gun that shoots little sounds out of them. By the way, that's where his boop comes from. Little sound wave bullets that do a bit of damage. They're kind of big. And yeah, the projectiles. But he can shoot 3 at a time. But like that's one ammo. And then you got his ultimate, what is sound beat or whatever. Or like let's say beat down or whatever. He like jumps down with his gun first, and when he hits the ground, everybody in his team that's close to him, but has to be around the same level at least, gets like 1,000 health, but it goes down pretty quickly. Like you get 1,000 health for like 5 seconds on everyone in Jetpack, but it keeps going down quicker. And that's basically Lucio. Put him right above Soldier. He's insanely good because he's really hard to shoot. But if you can't shoot him, yeah, he'll probably die. But he can also ride on walls. If I mentioned that, he can ride on walls, like not like Genji climb, but he can like climb up the wall. I mean, climb on the side of the wall. Like wall ride. It's called wall ride, literally. Then we got Ana, another healer. Ana is interesting. I'm gonna the gun. The gun, if you shoot somebody on the enemy team, it'll just do damage after like 0.50 seconds. It'll finish all the damage. But if you shoot someone on your team with the gun, it'll heal them. And then Ana has 2 abilities, I believe. Yeah. Ana got a super last rank, by the way. Ana has 2 abilities. It's a sleep dart. If you hit somebody with it, you will be slept. Whoever gets hit, but we have slept for like 10 seconds. It's only powerful, but if you get shot, you'll be woken up. Not like 10 seconds, like 5 seconds, but yeah. And the second ability is an anti-grenade. It is insanely powerful. Everybody that hits by it on your team will get boosted health. Everybody that gets hit on the enemy team will not be able to take healing. which is insanely powerful. And then you have on his ultimate, what is even more powerful, it is the Nano. Everybody that hits the Nano will do more damage, take less damage, and will just be glowing like a fucking demigod, bro. And then Ana, if Ana can scope in with her gun, by the way. Ana, yeah, you get an S tier again, 100%. And then you got Baptiste. Baptiste is a newer character, but he's also insanely powerful. Try with his passive. If you're holding crouch for a bit, you let go of crouch and jump, you'll jump up higher than normal, like pretty high actually. It's really high. And then if you also right click with his gun, you will shoot heals. The little heal grenade. And then with his left click with his gun, you'll shoot bullets at the party. So what is the first bullets? Hit scan. Second two bullets are a bit projectile. And then he has two abilities. One ability is to everybody around him in a short range around him will be healed. It does a bunch of heals. Not bunch of heals, it does a little bit of heals. But it's also insanely helpful to heal your entire team at once that's not directly around you, and it helps with your
Genji said.
Give it to him, then he'll dash his in and he'll get his health back when he takes for a bit. Then is his last ability, what is Immortality Field. If you're in the Immortality Field, well, you can't die. But your opponents can destroy the Immortality Field. Yeah, I know. They can destroy him. Yeah, it's pretty weird. And he can also kind of, well, get beaten by just one simple fact, and that's destroying his Immortality Field. If you just focus it, you won't be able to do much. But either way, oh, by the way, both his abilities have insanely long cooldowns. He's better than McCree, better than Zarya. Then there's the Brigitte. Brigitte is annoying as fuck to play with and against. Brigitte has I'm gonna start with the passive. If Brigitte hits somebody, everybody in a short range, kind of like Lucio, would be healed. But only if you hit somebody in a couple seconds after that. And then the abilities first. He has a shield bash. Pick up a little shield that has like 500 HP, and you can bash someone. A little shield bash. Then you obviously have the shield. And then you got a little shield whack, not shield whack, little like chain whack. You throw your little chain with a hammer on the front of it. It's like throw it at somebody and whack them, but it's projectile, by the way. And then you have your melee, what is just like kind of little low swing. That's really all. But it's still annoying because the shield bash stuns. Yeah. And would bring. But it's so not useful. Barely get like 2 shot by a Junkrat. Through his next 3 shots by a Junkrat. And then just automatically melted. Ooh. Like, it's not useful. Like, I'm hyping up all these characters. But it is really useful. Their heals is so light. Oh, yeah, they also have a heal grenade. I forgot to mention. Also, a little heal thing where they throw this little heal packet. Heal somebody a little bit. They used to give shield, but doesn't anymore, so it's kind of useless. I think Brigitte might be the first D rank. Yeah. High D rank. Almost low C rank, but yeah, high D rank. Then you got Zenyatta. Oh, he's overpowered at low ranks. He is basically the damage output for your team. I'm gonna start with his gun. His gun is that every time you shoot your gun, it throws a little grenade, and this grenade does 125 damage. And if it hits somebody, and also has insane splash damage, it melts barriers insanely quickly. He has 5 ammo on his gun. Can spam it and just reload like 2 seconds, 1 second. And then he has his abilities. And his passive, I'm sorry, his ability though. His ability has a landmine. And if you throw the landmine at your feet though, and you detonate it, it's like a little C4 bit. If you detonate it at your feet though, you'll go flying up in the sky. You could
double that.
Hit at your sky, the feet, if you hit your feet in the sky. Like go blasting back to point. And then you got his other ability was a trap. Everybody that sits in the trap is stuck in a trap. That's really all. And yeah, I'm gonna put him up in but he's really powerful, hard to kill because he can one shot anybody with a combo. Landmine then grenade. This is gun. Grenade then landmine. I'm gonna put him above Reaper. I scored up a bit too much. And then you got the Mei. Mei is insanely powerful. I would say I would think powerful is the right word for this Mei. Mostly because it's annoying. Mei's abilities are Mei's gun. If you hold if you can shoot someone with your gun long enough, it does not go through barriers, but it does go through Genji deflect and defense matrix. You'll be frozen for a bit. There's another mode if you hold on right click for like 1 second. It'll show a little icicle that does mass damage and headshots. It's an auto combo for any DPS and healer besides Brig, I think. Maybe with Brig, I'm not sure. You might have to punch Brig after. And then yeah, that's the damage with that. Whoa. And then you got his their abilities. You have a wall, which is basically just a little ice wall. And then you got an icicle. You'll just hop in an icicle. You'll literally just hop in an icicle and heal. And you won't be able to take any damage. But it only lasts like 5 seconds. And for most people, if your team's dying and you do that, they'll just camp at your icicle and just kill you. And then Mate's ultimate, it's like a total freeze. Like you throw down this little field, like kind of like the size of Lucio's heels. And if you can get out of it, like in the middle of it, you will be frozen, and you can't hold up a barrier or anything while being frozen, and the enemy team will just kill you. I'll put him, but Mei's like the devil basically. Like it's so easy. I'm not like hell, devil. It's just hellish to play against, bro. Look at that. It is a smile. Look at it, bro. That smile, bro. Like look at that. It looks like a smile of a dead man. Okay, whatever. But then Mei's can get countered pretty easily by just two-shotting Mei after the icicle. Don't look at any mobility. That wall will block someone off exit though. I'm gonna put Mei high B tier, right below Zenyatta. Why is Diva up here? You go back there. Then we got Henda. Henda is kind of like Widow, but with a projectile for the gun. It's just a bow and arrow. It does bow and arrow, both a projectile. It does a lot of damage, body shot, but it's a one-shot headshot. And then you got the Hanzo's abilities. He has a sonic arrow where he shoots this little arrow, and anybody that's near the arrow, and he can see through walls and stuff, and they're highlighted. And then he has another ability what's kind of like a rush arrow. You shoot 6 arrows really fast. Or 8 arrows, I'm not sure which one it is. I don't remember. I don't play Hanzo. He shoots 6 or 8 arrows really fast, but it doesn't do as much damage. It's like 75 damage per body shot and like 100 per headshot. But it still can mow someone really quickly. And then you got his another ability was just a little double jump forwards. But doesn't make sense for me, but yeah. Hanzo's generally good. Can kill a lot of people. He's really agile, like you won't be able to really kill him that easily. I'm gonna put him high A rank. High A. And then you got the Genji. A lot of people play him, but he's insanely hard to learn. He has 2 modes to his basically gun. He has shurikens. One saying shooting 3 shurikens forwards, and all of them are projectiles, obviously. But then you have the second ability. Yes, he shoots 3 shurikens in like a little spray, kind of like a Reaper gun or something. And they do the same amount of damage to the all 3 hit, but they shoot way faster. But they like only that big, so it's really effective to fight in close range. Then you have his abilities. He has a dash, where he's like a little ninja dash. He dashes through the opponents, he does damage to everybody that he dashes through, walks right through them. Then he has his deflect, which is his other ability. He can also wall climb and double jump, just his passives. And he also has a little deflect. Anybody everything that shoots him that's not an energy blast will be deflected. Then is his ultimate, what is known as the Dragon Blade. He uses this little blade. He dashes around every time he gets a kill. Oh, by the way, another passive. He has like 3 passives. Every time he gets a kill, he gets his dash back. As long as dash is on cooldown, he gets a dash back. And as long as he kills somebody, he deals damage to that killed person. He gets his dash back, and then he also gets and then his ultimate. He 2-shots everybody. With Nano, he'll 1-shot everybody that doesn't have. Besides, he doesn't 1-shot, 2-shot tanks. He just does that. Yeah, but yeah, it's like 200 damage, 2 whacks, like 245 or something. And then in his ultimate, they're getting nanoed. He will 1-shot everybody 200 HP and 2-shot everybody with more. Besides, like Reinhardt's tanks, it would be like 2 shots. But yeah, pretty powerful nano. So nano blade. Now we're gonna put Genji in the he's really powerful, but he's really using a counter by just energy blasting or just killing him while he's dashing. I'm gonna put him mid B tier. He's also really good for flanking. Echo, the most annoying character. They can fly. They can shoot orbs that will stick onto someone and do splash damage and does a lot of fucking damage. They have a beam that does a bit of damage, but then every time somebody's below half health and they're attacking them, they'll do even more damage. The purple beam. And then you got their melee, what is just shooting a little energy blasts. And then the ultimate that transforms into somebody, transforms into the person that of their choosing. And they get their ultimate really fast in all their abilities. I'm gonna put Echo in S tier because Echo's just fucking annoying to play against, really powerful at all ranks. And then we're gonna put Doomfist. Let's go to talk about Doomfist. Doomfist has 3 moves. He has an uppercut, does any more damage people and knocks them upwards. Then he has a flame where the farther he ups, the more he comes forward, the more damage he does. Then it's a punch if he's fully charged up and he punches someone. It will automatically kill someone with less than 200 HP if they hit a wall behind them, but without hitting the wall, it won't kill them automatically. Then you got his melee, what is just 4 little energy bullets getting shot at the opponent. And that doesn't do much damage, but close range it does a lot. Then he's got something else pretty big. He has his ultimate. In all of his passive, every time he hits someone with his ability, he gets health back. He gets little blue shields. And then his ultimate, though, if he hits someone with his ultimate, he does like 200 damage. He has a big, like, uppercuts in the skies, like slams down, kind of like it's kind of meteor strike. Anybody that's in the middle of it will get one shot, besides unless it's like a really high HP tank. And then the farther you go out, the less damage it does. But it's really useful to dash back to your team because it doesn't do much because you can really easily get out of it. But you can start your shields back. I saw it's 100 or 300 shields. But whenever you hit somebody with it, it's a lot. Every person. So I'm gonna put Doomfist. Honestly, S tier, bro. He's like insanely powerful. You can't really get countered that easily, but it's the Bastion. The Sentry Turret guy. He has heals that heals him a bit over time. You have heals it down. He gets healed more and more and more. And then he's got the his Sentry mode. Sorry about his melee. Normal gun. He like walks around pretty slow and then can shoot people. That's really all. He just shoots people with a little gun. A little fast little shooting gun. Then he has a sentry mode though. He'll sit down, can't really move like a turret though, and he'll do spray. He's like a minigun basically. He's basically just turns into a minigun. An immobilized minigun. I'm gonna put him in C tier because anybody that can dash behind him and kill him before he can really react is just dead. Put him C tier. Ash. Dynamite. Those dynamite you can shoot in midair and it'll explode. The dynamite with its basically catch anybody on fire. Has a little AoE damage too. Also loaded by barriers if you can fly up that far and go up that far. That's it. Bounces off walls and stuff. That can build in a second ability is a little knockback. Shoot a little knockback away and then they're knocked back. And you also get knocked backwards too. And then you got the a gun. He has 2 forms. You can scope in, do a bunch of damage, then or just spam it and just do damage, like kind of like a little minigun. But it only has 12 bullets in it. Then the 12 bullets though takes like 5 minutes to reload. It takes forever to reload. And then the ultimate is Bob. You show a little robot dude that just like sprays people down with a minigun. That's a sign, but what the sign does just has a sign. And then well, insanely powerful. Scope in and do a lot of damage. Special with Mercy. I'm gonna put him in low. But I'm gonna do for S tier. Yeah, this is my tier list. Remember, guys, this is personal opinion. If your man is low rank, like a Brigman, I don't feel sorry for Brigmans, but not where you expect it to be. And wanted it higher, we'll tell him to comment that you want another one. But I'm probably not gonna do it for until next year, 2022. And make sure to like, subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell so I don't miss another stream video, whatever I'm doing. I don't really I don't really edit stuff because I suck at editing. But yeah, I'll see you guys next stream. I might stream it again today. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go take a shit, guys. This is